IXL 8th grade section, 8th grade math, P.14 rotations. So this is finding the coordinates. When you're given a pre-image or a point to start with, and then you're given the rotation, you're just typing in the coordinates for the rotation that you've been given. So we are starting with point A at 1, -3, and we are rotating it 270 degrees counterclockwise around the origin. So remember, 8th grade math, your center of rotation will always be the origin. We are going to counterclockwise, so that is to the left. And right now, point A is sitting in quadrant 4, and it is going 270 degrees, which is 3 quadrants to the left. So we are going to end up after 270 degrees counterclockwise. We're going to end up in quadrant 3. And I want you to remember what the values in quadrant 3 look like. So the values in quadrant 3, the x values are all going to be negative numbers, and so are the y values. The y values will also be negative numbers. So in quadrant 3, the x's are negative, and so are the y's. So that's what the values will look like there. Every 90 degrees, your x and y values actually switch places. So if we start with A at 1, -3, a 90 degrees will have us, the 3 and the 1, switching places. 180 will have them switching back, and then 270 degrees will have them switching again. And so I don't usually worry about the signs until the very end, till I know where I'm going. So if I'm going into quadrant 3 after 200, so this is a 90 degree, 180 degree rotation, 270 degree rotation, I know I'm going to be in quadrant 3, and so therefore I know that my x value needs to be -3, and my y value also is going to be negative, but it'll be the -1. All right. I'm going to skip a level, and now we're getting into shapes. So now you'll have all 3 points where you have to give the coordinates after the rotation that you've been given. So still 270 degrees for this one, but this time we're going clockwise. So we're going to go to the right here. We're going to go this way. So I am really on the x-axis and the y-axis, but the shape is in quadrant 4. So I'm going to list out, this one's going to be, I'm going to list out these points for us. So after, and since F is actually on the center of origin, the center of rotation, which is the origin, it will stay at 0, 0, which is nice. So really we don't even have to worry about F, we just have to worry about G and H. So G is at 9, 0. So after a 180 degree rotation, a 90 degree rotation. I'm going to move these over a little bit. So G after 90 degrees will be 0, 9. After 180, we'll go back to 9, 0. And after 270, we'll flip-flop again to 0, 9. And then H will go to 2, 0 for 90 degrees, 0, 2 for 180 degrees, and 2, 0 again for 270 degrees. But then we just have to figure out our signs. So notice that point G is going to go from 9, 0 to 0, -9, because we're on the y-axis, to -9, 0 because we're on the x-axis, and then finally 270 degrees, it's going to stay positive. So it will be a positive 9 because we're up here on the y-axis. So that one will stay positive, so that will be 0, 9. And now let's talk about H. H is at 0, -2 starting out. A 90 degree rotation clockwise will take us to -2, 0. 180 degrees will take us to 0, positive 2. And then finally, our 270 degrees will bring us here on the x-axis to positive 2, 0. So that one was a little tricky because they weren't actually in a quadrant. They were on the x and y axis. So I'm going to do one more. And all of these seem to be 270 degrees, which is fine. So I'm going to take, we're going counterclockwise. So we are going in the opposite direction of the numbers on a clock, 270 degrees. So this is sitting in quadrant 4 right now, which means it will end up in quadrant 3. And we know the values in quadrant 3 are all negative. So we're going to take these 4 points, and every 90 degrees our x and y values switch places. So I know that because of our pattern, I know that this will be 10, 1. This is going to stay 1, 1. This will go to 1, 8. And this will go to 10, 8. But if we're in quadrant 3, I know that all of my values are going to be negative numbers. So all of the x's and all of the y's will turn negative. So there is some examples for P.14 in IXL 8th grade math section.